that is for those who cannot afford the above, should apply, and that the proper officers should inspect such premises, should inspect the books, and then issue a statutory instrument on case by case. It's by application. That the employers opting for redundancy should be ready to comply with all the requirements of the law as regards to redundancy, as provided for in Section 55 of the Employment Code Act number 3 of 2019. The Tripartite Consultative Labour Council agreed to consider more mitigating measures after an assessment of the situation by the end of April. We note that these measures are also supported by the press statement issued by the Minister, which I referred to. As such, we are concerned that there are some employers who have gone further to send workers on unpaid leave without following the provisions of the Employment Code number 3 of 2020. You will see, as we are speaking today, Mopani is meeting its employees and the unions there, trying to do what is not even listed above. So we are waiting for the feedback of that meeting. Our union leaders are in the meeting right now. In the next 2 hours, we should get a feedback of what management wants to do to send the workers on forced leave, even to terminate the employment. Even to the other option is to put the company in care and maintenance. So we need to see what comes out of that meeting, because our leaders have gone with full instructions not to support the rubbish, but to see if the best comes out of that. Therefore, we want such employers not to take the law in their own hands, but we emphasize on dialogue with the amicable options. Much as we sympathize with the affected businesses, we also emphasize the need to follow the provisions of the law as our guide to make correct decisions. Colleagues, there is nothing we can say a shortcut to what I've talked about. All is straightforward. So those companies trying to do shortcuts, they're falling off the prescribed resolutions of the tripartite. We're also cognizant of the fact that the measures prescribed by government have also affected the transport industry adversely, especially the cross-border transportation. This has led to the increasing number of trucks at border entry points, such as Kasumbalesa, Kazumbula, Livingstone, and many others. We are concerned that the drivers of the trucks are being quarantined for 14 days as required by the regulations. However, this is being done at their own cost. Therefore, we urge the authorities and the employers to ensure that the drivers being quarantined are in a health environment and that they are provided with all the basic necessities required to do so. For this reason, we thank the government for securing the University of Zambia hostels as one of the designated places for quarantine. But when you look at the truck drivers in these border areas, when they are not provided for with food stuff, they are going into the villages and nearby shops to again mix with other people. And these are the people who have quarantined. And because you have not provided them with food, because this is done at their own cost, some of the employers are not caring for them. So what we feel is this: when you say they are quarantined, give them food stuff. Don't give them money, because when you give them money, they'll use the money to go and buy.